Great. Bring us into full screen. So, you guys know we've been having some difficulty with my computer bouncing us off. So, I did restart my computer, cleared out my cache yesterday. So, I hope the entire class will be recorded. But if it bumps, I'll go grab my other laptop and we'll just continue. So, be patient with me and we'll go from there. So, what I have today, we had a couple special requests last Tuesday after class about some things that we're wanting to work. Linda is wanting to work on leg strengthening, and we haven't done these for a while. So, thank you, Linda, for bringing that to my awareness. So, we're going to use a chair to do some standing up and sitting down and to start to focus on strengthening one side of the body with some single leg work and modification towards that. So make sure you do have a chair for that. I have a couple of hand weights. What I picked was fives. And what this is going to do is help us to strengthen our shoulders, but also it's going to give us some leverage to come up out of the chair without the use of our hands and maybe with one leg. I also have a yoga strap and a little blanket for going down on the floor. So also Joyce was saying she loves the Tai Chi movement Repulse Monkey. So we're going to start with a little bit of a modification of that today. But what I want you just to do is start with your feet about hips distance. And when I say hip, I mean the front of your hips where you feel that little frontal bone right there, your legs right down from that position. And all I want you to do is keep your back straight and bend your knees. You're not going to let your upper body come forward. So it's not very deep. I'm going to turn from the side. So just bending your knees, keeping your back as if it was up against a wall, and then come back up. So start with these very small knee bends. Also had a special request from Judith to work on cervical placement and having our head in the correct position. So when you come down into that small little squat, think about the back of your head being directly back against the wall. And what you might have to do is slightly pull your chin back. So think about pulling your chin back, keeping the back of your head against an imaginary wall. As we age in life, we start to get this position with the head where it comes forward. So I want you to think about every time you come down into that knee bend, pulling your chin back. Then let's tweak it a little more by pulling our shoulder blades back. So we've got our back against the wall, the back of the shoulders, the hips, and the back of the head. And you'll notice this is not a very deep squat. So if we start to go further, we start to bend our upper body forward. And that's not what I'm looking for right now, just to get us started. Okay, let's do one more. You've got all these points to think about. Chin in, back straight, and come up. So we're going to do a little weight shifting. So come down into that little squat, and as you start to stand up, shift your body weight to the right side so your belly is almost over your right foot, and pick up your left heel. And then we're going to come down, shift, and pick up the right heel. Really small, down, pick up the left heel. And then I can imagine you're thinking, "Ooh, I know where she's going with this." I want you to eventually completely take the weight off. Instead of the heel, pick up the entire foot. Then come down, shift, pick up the entire foot. Now, guess what? You can use a chair to help you with this. I'm going to actually use mine a little bit. And you can also keep doing just the heel coming up. So a little weight shift. Now, what I don't want to see is you to lean over like this to get your foot to come off the floor. The squat is the same. The chin is tucked in. And you can start to lift the knee up a little higher. Down, shift, and lift. So we're training a single leg squat from this top range of motion. And you're going to have the ability to continue this through class if this is what is the best for you and the most doable. Let's do 2 more on each leg. Recheck on your shoulders back. Recheck on your chin tucked in. It's challenging, right? Definitely. We're challenging ourselves right out of the gate today. Last one, over to the left side, picking up the right knee. And then back down into that little small squat. I didn't talk about abdominal engagement, but think about the abs pulled in, shoulders back, chin tucked, back is straight. Hold a couple more breaths. It feels really foreign to me to tuck my chin in, but I want you guys to work on that through several poses today. And then let's come up. Okay, bring your left arm, circle it back around, and then bring it by your ear and push it forward. Right arm, circle back, bring it by your ear and push it forward. So this is a little piece of repulse monkey arms. What we're looking at is getting some rotation of the spine. Still have my knees softly bent and my back straight. Good. Slow and controlled. And then as the left hand comes back, we look up at it, and it's a little higher than our shoulder. Then we bring it by the ear, we push it forward. Then start to turn to the right arm comes up, we lift it up, bring it by the ear, and press forward. So just start to blend this all together. Consistent movement side to side. I feel a big stretch in my shoulder when I'm lifting that arm up behind me. So if you guys are feeling any pain or tension there, you can make this a smaller circle, as always. Good. One more with the right arm. And then relax that arm down. We're going to shift our body weight over to the right foot, tapping the left toe. So now we're standing on mostly one leg. I don't want a lot of weight here. I want you to be able to very easily pick this foot up. And then we're just going to do the left arm. Circle back, look at it, and push. Circle back, and push. I'm going to start to move my left foot. So as I circle back and begin to push, I'm going to step into that foot just a little bit. Then step back, circle, and push. Ooh, really a good balance challenge. 3, and 2, and 1. Step that left foot in, bend it a little bit, tap the right foot, and you're almost completely unweighted. You can pick it up. Circle the left arm or right arm back, look toward the hand, bring it by your ear and push. And then you know where we're going with it, to add a small step forward to shift your body weight. Step in, push, drop it down, circle back around, look up towards your hand, bring it by your ear, push. And the step can be really small, just right in here, enough to just shift your body weight. Your left knee is bent a little bit, your back is straight, just like those small little squats we did at the beginning. 2 more on this side. And 1 more, take it around and push. Step back in, bend the knees, that small little amount. Inhale, circle sweep your arms out and up. Stretch the entire body. You can just reach here, or you can interlace your hands up, or maybe even steeple fingers We're just going to bend from side to side. And I want you to do this so that you have even pressure into both feet. So when you go to the right, try not to put more weight into your right foot and lean over. So your pelvis is really stable over your feet. You can bring the arms down lower if this feels better for your shoulders. Do what's right for you today in your yoga practice. Let's go one more each side. Stretching our lats, the QL muscles in the back, the obliques. And then come back up. Exhale, down. Now we're going to sit into a full chair pose. So you get to bend your knees deeper. Let your chest come forward, reach the arms. And then as we come up, press the arms back, pull your chin in. So we're just tucking. And when I say pull it in, I don't mean to lower it down. We're pulling it straight back. Then reach it forward, but don't let your chin jut out. Keep it neutral. Press back, pull your chin in. We'll inhale to come down. Exhale to press back. And you're trying to bring your shoulder blades towards each other and tuck that chin in a little. 2 more. One more. Bring the palms to the heart center. Now we'll sit into our chair, tuck the chin in and look right. And then stand up. 2 choices. You can reach your arms up to stretch, or you can pull your shoulder blades back this way. Come down, tuck your chin, look left, and come up. And let's exhale on the squat this time and inhale on the stand. So we're reversing our breath pattern. Good. One more each side. We turn our head, we tuck our chin in slightly. And one more time. Good. Now sit into your squat, press your palms, turn your entire spine to the right, tuck your chin in, and come up, either here or arms lifting. Turn your entire spine, tuck your chin in. Good. Inhale. Exhale, find your rotation. And up. Now when you twist, we're going to take the elbow a little bit closer to the knee. So we'll turn and we'll bring it down a bit. And then come up. Press the palms, turn your spine, tuck your chin, bring the elbow down a little bit more. So we're bringing our chest closer to our thighs. When we bend forward like this, it's going to give us the ability to get up out of our chair a little bit better, because we've got to get our upper body leveraged forward. One more each side. You should be feeling your body really heating up here. Okay, come up. Reach the arms, stretch, and then swan dive down into a half forward fold. So you can bend your knees any amount, keep your back nice and straight. And then we'll flow, inhaling to stretch up, exhaling to hinge down. And you get to decide how you'd like to incrementally go a little deeper on each repetition. But there's a little asterisk, I didn't say that right, asterisk after that word, meaning only if it feels okay for you. Just a suggestion to incrementally deepen this every time. So Nancy Weber, I'll be really interested to see if they're allowing you to do this. And if not, what is your options? So remind me next time we talk to find out from you about forward folds and twists and what your limitations might be there. Okay, one more. Let's take it up. And hinge forward. Come on up, reach. I want you to step your feet pretty wide. And we're going to do something called sunflowers. So the arms come down, the wrists will cross in front of us. As you squat down, you're bringing your upper body forward. Then you come up and you cross your wrists on top, if it feels okay for your shoulders. So we're going to do one of these slow, and then one of them a little quicker with a forceful exhale. So, and then a slow one. And then a quicker one. And when you do that quick one, you just let your arms kind of swing down toward the floor. One slow. One quick. One more time of each. And then reach up to finish. 5-pointed star. Turn your toes out a little bit. Come into goddess squat. So you're bending your knees any amount to make this squat. Your back is straight up and down, just like that very first one we did. And then we'll reach up to 5-pointed star and down into your goddess squat. And you're visualizing in the arms that you're holding two very heavy objects. So you're really contracting through your biceps and your shoulders. 3 more. Push your knees out so they're not coming in. They're pushing toward the pinky toe side of your foot. One more time. Then reach up, 5-pointed star, hold. We'll do one more forward fold right from here. Swan dive down. Any depth, and relax your lower back. Relax your hamstrings. Then just roll your body up to reset your spine. And step your feet together. So if you don't have a chair, you're going to be sitting down into as deep a squat as feels okay for you, and then standing up. If you have your chair, we're going to be going all the way down just to touch the back of your legs or the back sides. I'm going to do it without my weight first. So without using the hands if possible, come down, touch, and come up. So we're not quite putting our entire weight down yet into sitting in the chair. So when we're doing this, we have to have that big forward position of our body, right? Which is why I worked on that with our twisting chair pose. And we're thinking about weight back in the heels. Your feet are way underneath you with this. And we'll do 2 more. Make sure those knees are tracking right over the feet. And 1 more. Okay, we're going to sit all the way down into the chair. So each time I want you to have complete straight up and down back. Your feet can be comfortable distance apart here so that you can stand up. Try not to use your hands and press up. Squeeze your glutes when you get to the top and come down. and up. So my right knee's really talking to me. So I'm going to have you guys do about 4 more. And I'm just going to come down and rest that knee. So press it on up, 4, and come down. Actually, I can do a small one. 3, all the way to sit. 2, and hold it up on 1. Let's take it into a split squat position. I'm going to back my chair up just a little bit more so you can for sure see my feet. So a split squat looks like a squat until you see your legs. We'll take our right leg slightly forward of your left and lift your left heel up behind you. So my heel is off the ground. I'm going to sit and come up. I'm going to do 5 of them without the chair. And 4. So which leg's working harder? Yes, the right one. The left one's like a little kickstand. 2. Let's think about that chin tucked in here. And 1. Okay, just give that side a break. 5 reps with the left foot in front. Right heel up behind you, about hips distance apart. Sinking down, bringing the arms forward. Coming up. Tighten the glute when you get to the top, specifically the left one. 4. Ooh, I'm heating up here. 3. There's a lot of energy being expended by doing these big multi-joint actions. 2. And 1. So your next option is going to be to use your hand weights and come down. We're going to do both feet at the same time, just sitting on the edge of your chair. The weights can be close to you or a little further away, and we're going to use them as a leverage to stand up. So the weight actually helps your upper body come forward, which gets you off of the chair a little bit easier. 3. Good. 2. And 1. Come all the way down to sit. Now, if those were a struggle, you're going to do 2 more sets of 5 with both feet in squat position. Otherwise, we'll take the left foot slightly behind, bring those weights forward, shift, and lift up. 5. Now, you can also do this without holding on to your weights. You can use your hands here. 4. Good. 3. 2. Really strengthening that right leg, glute and quad. 1. Come down, rest. Okay, either both legs even again or the left foot in front, with or without the use of your weights forward. And we'll stand up 5 times. 1. Good. 2. This is the knee that's giving me a problem today. So you do 3 more. Come up and down. 2 more. Up and down. Great. Last one. Up and down. Okay, our last set. With or without the weights, we're going to take our feet nice and wide, toes turned out like a big sumo squat. Hinge forward and stand up. Activate your inner thighs and then sit yourself down. And again, you can use your hands rather than the weights. 4. Good. 3. It's easier to keep your back a little straighter in this wide position. You don't have to bend forward quite as much. 1 more. and come down. Great job. Bring the legs back in. While we're here, we're going to do a seated figure 4 or pigeon pose. I'm going to give you the option to stand up a little bit and balance. So we'll be taking that right ankle over the left thigh, shift your body weight forward. And I'm not going to be able to do this on my right knee, but your choice would be to lift your bum up off the chair. I might be able to do it. Shift your body weight into that left foot and try to let go of one or both arms. I'm going to keep both hands on the chair and just get my good stretch here. Even if you're touching the chair, when your seat is up off of it, you're getting a lot of great work in strengthening your left leg. One more breath. Then bring it back down. Before we switch, let's do a twist. Left hand comes across, rotate to the right, look behind you, sit really tall. Now while you're twisting, tuck your chin in. Remember, it's not a dropping it down, it's a pulling it back. Okay, let's come back around to the center. Seated pigeon on the other leg. Cross the ankle over. Let the knee open out. Now you've got to get this foot kind of back underneath you to be able to stand up. If it's out here, you're not going to be able to do that. You've got to get your body weight leveraged. Option, just to lean forward or to lift your bum up off the chair. Make sure your left foot is flexed in dorsiflexion. And maybe you can let go of one or both hands. Or just lightly tap your fingers to the chair behind you. Are you breathing? Yes? Good. One more deep inhalation. Exhale. Sink yourself back. Sit tall. Tuck your chin a little. Right hand comes across. Reach behind you on the chair and rotate. So I want this chin tucking to start to become a habit for you, where whatever you're doing or whatever position your body's in, you go, oh yeah, I don't want my chin to be out like this. I want to tuck it in. All right, come all the way back to center, uncross the foot. We'll stand up and bring our chair off of the mat. Beautiful. So going back to some single leg strengthening and balance, and if you need a chair right in front of you here, that's okay. Actually, I'm going to spin mine around in case I do need it. So we are going to come down into our chair pose, just a small one. Keep your body centered here. I'm not going to lean forward or back with my body. I'm going to take my right foot and just tap it back and bring it in. And I'm going to take my left foot, tap it back, bring it in. So the body's not coming up and down or forward or back. We're just taking one foot off the floor and stretching it back. You can do it a little tiny bit. You don't have to come way back. But the further back you go, the more you open up your hip flexor. I'm going to try it without the chair. Challenging. One more each side. And then come all the way up. Great. Now, if you need some padding for your knees, I'm going to be coming down to your knees. Joyce, you can stay standing up if you'd like and put your hands on your chair and stay on your feet. So let's do a nice swan dive. Inhale, dive down. If you're standing up, you'll put your hands on top of your chair here. If you're coming down to the knees, You'll come down to hands and knees. So this can be done very, very well standing up. We'll take the right leg back, extend it, and then pull the right knee in and round your back like a cat. And I want you to scoop your abs in and really C-curve your back. And then extend it back, lengthen. Try not to let your chin come up. So I want you to keep the chin tuck here and then pull it in. Nice. Inhale back. Exhale, pull it in. One more time. Then inhale, send that leg back. Lift your left hand forward to come into bird dog. Either standing or kneeling, the right hand to the floor or to the chair, the left knee to the floor or standing on your foot. Now let's make some circles around with this back leg. Not really big. Keep the abs scooped in. And then reverse the circle. Now check to see if your chin's tucked. This is a great place to do that. You're pulling your chin back away from the floor, up toward the ceiling. Okay, now let's bend and straighten the back knee. If you're struggling with balance, put your left hand back down on the mat or your chair. We're just bending and extending to straight. Activating your hamstring. Good. Let's bend it one more time. Hold that knee bent, and we'll push the foot up to the ceiling. 5, partway down. 4, try not to let your lower back arch. 3, 2, hold it up on 1, and then take your left hand and reach it back behind you like you were going to grab your right ankle. Now there might be a couple of you that can actually get a hold of it. And the way I usually do that is I bring it back down so I can get my ankle here, and then I take it back up. But this is that bad knee, so I'm not going to do that. But some of you probably can. One more breath. And the lower back to hands and knees, and rest. Okay, I know your right shoulder and wrist are probably ready to have a break, so let's go to the other side. Take that left leg straight back, and then pull the knee in, round the back up. You can also come to fists for wrists, where you come up on the knuckles, and that keeps the wrist joint straight up and down. You can even hold hand weights down on the floor, which makes your wrists have the ability to straighten. 2 more. Really scoop your abs in. Nice single leg cat. 1 more. Are you tucking your chin? Then let's do our bird dog, taking our right hand off the floor. Stretch it out here and breathe. And then begin to circle the left leg, small circles around, just about the size of a salad plate. And then reverse that. Check your chin, make sure it's tucked, and your abs are tucked in as well. If your hand needs to go back down, great. Then we'll bend the knee, bend, and straighten. This is still very easily done standing with our hands on our chair. Bend and straighten. Now bend and hold it. We're going to push the foot up to the ceiling. 5, partway down. 4, 3, it's amazing, but my right quad is really starting to feel it. 2, hold it up on 1. Our option is to reach our right hand back, like we're going to grab the ankle, or maybe you can bring it down to get hold of it and then take it back up. Couple breaths here. Good job. Relax. Take either a child's pose or a down dog, and you can do the down dog from the chair by placing your hands on top of the chair and just walking your feet back. Give yourself a good stretch, whichever pose that you're choosing. Good. Okay, take your time to transition to laying on your back. And with this one, we're going to be doing some bridging. So you can also use your chair for this. I'm just going to bring it over so I can demonstrate with that. We can do some bridging with our feet up on our chair as an option. So all of those squats we did and standing up and down from our chair really worked a lot of our quads. So now I want to focus on the hamstrings. So your feet are either right down onto the mat, or we can bring our feet up on top of the chair. You want to be pretty close in so you have about a 90-degree bend in the knees. And let's push our heels down into the chair or floor and elevate the hips up. Feel the back of the leg working. And then come down. So let's do about 60 seconds of this, just moving at your own pace, lifting and lowering any height. Now, sometimes the hamstrings will want to cramp on you, so make sure you're not feeling that. If you are, immediately stretch it out. Take some of the tension out of that hamstring. Great job. I'm going to go back to feet on the floor and up. I do feel my hamstrings a whole lot more with my feet up on the chair. I feel like when I'm doing feet on the ground, first of all, I can't come up as high, but I feel more glute. But that's okay. They're both good. We've got 15 seconds, lifting up, lowering down. Exhale to lift, last one. And come down. So what I'd like to do is a figure 4, crossing your right ankle over your left. We're here, and let's try to lift our hips up off the floor and come into a little bridge and down. I'm going to try that with my foot on the chair and see how that goes. So figure 4, hips come up. Good. And again. Five more repetitions. We're getting about 8 total. Exhale to lift the hips. If the single leg isn't working for you, then you're going to do another set of regular bridging. 3. We do use our glutes when we stand up out of the chair. So this is another great precursor movement to being able to do that one-legged chair stand up. One more time. Lift and lower. Great job. Now I want to stretch the left glute. So we're actually going to switch to the figure 4 on the other side to do our stretch. So now your left ankle's crossed over. Bring your knees to the chest, or you can just set your foot right there on the chair and just enjoy this stretch for the left glute. Some nice deep breaths. Now I love doing a twist in figure 4 position. So we're going to stay on this side and just set our foot, the right foot back down to meet the floor. Brace your elbows on the mat and let your knees drop over to the right side. Maybe your left foot will actually find the mat. If it doesn't, you can take a little blanket there, something underneath the foot, your block. And then I like cactus or goalpost arms here, but you can do whatever feels great for your upper body. Let's take about 5 breaths. I'm feeling a great stretch in my left pectoral muscle. Okay, keeping this if it feels comfortable for you, we're going to do 10 abdominal crunches. So you've got a little rotation in your body. Place your fingertips behind the back of the head and lift your chest right up to the ceiling. And I'll let you count the 10 on your own because I know we're going all at different paces. Exhale, coming up. Little bit of left side oblique work and rectus abdominis. I've got 3 more. And when you get 10, relax your head back down, pull your knees back up. And now we're in position for our single leg bridge. So your left ankle should still be crossed over your right. Your right foot can be on the floor or down on or up onto your chair. And we're going to lift up and down. Our goal on the other side was 8 reps. And again, if this is difficult with a single leg, go back to a double leg bridge. Exhale, coming up. And try to hesitate at the top. Pause there. Make sure you have a really good contraction of your glute and hamstring. This is number 7 for me. And number 8. So now we want to stretch that right glute. So we switch into our figure 4 with the right ankle crossed over. We're going to bring our knees up toward our chest or sit our foot right on the chair. Ooh, that needed a stretch. Relaxing and breathing. Now I know it seems kind of strange, but can you actually tuck your chin here? Yeah, I felt like mine was extending out. Sometimes you need a little pillow behind your head when you're doing reclining work to get your chin in the right place. Okay, now we'll add our twist. So the left foot comes down. We'll brace the elbows. Drop the knees over to the left side. See if you can get your right foot to connect to the floor. Hold your twist. Pick a nice position for your upper body where you get a good stretch, but you're not straining your shoulders. Again, this is a really good pectoral stretch for me. I feel it on the right side, pec. Now, if you don't want to do those 10 crunches, you could just stay here, enjoy a longer twist, absolutely. Or let's bring the fingertips, support the head, open your elbows out to the side, and take it up. Can we come up very far? No. This is not a lot of mobility in these crunches. We're just activating right in here, kind of that right side of the rectus abdominis and the obliques. I gotta get my chair out of the way a little more. It's pushing against my shin bone, which is not feeling very nice. Looking for 10. Or any number that works for you, a little more, a little less. I have 3 more. and 2, and 1. Great job. We're going to bring our knees back to center. Uncross the legs, hug those knees right up into the chest. And then we're going to do some ankle pumps to get the blood flow coming back to the heart. So our feet are up. You can even just place them on an angle against your chair. That feels better. And we're going to point and flex. Let's do about 1 minute of these. And I want you to accentuate the flex when you're pulling the toes down. That's going to fire your shin muscles. So nice legs up the wall position. And this is helping with venous return, bringing the blood flow back toward the heart from the lower legs, upper legs, where we tend to get it clogged down there. Can sometimes form some spider veins, varicose veins, can give us some swelling in our legs, some edema, puffiness in our ankles. We don't want cankles. No, we don't. 10 seconds. Wow, I'm feeling that burn. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, if it feels okay, just let your ankles relax and let's stay there and breathe. Just a couple more breaths here. And then we are going to transition to laying prone on our bellies. I'm going to bring my chair all the way out of the way. Take any padding that you might need. Sometimes I like to have something under my face, as we're going to hold right here. So if it feels okay for you, we'll do a reverse Shavasana. So your arms are down by your side with your palms turning up. Your feet are about hips distance and you're going to roll your heels out. So it's like you're pigeon-toed. And then pick up your face, so you're using your back muscles a little bit. Turn your head to one side and then try to rest your head down and then completely relax. So sometimes, of course, we lose mobility in our neck, it makes it hard for us to get that chin tucked position. So this is going to help with that. Just relax through the neck and breathe. Try to relax your jaw. Sometimes when I do this, when I clench my teeth, so really relax. Okay, let's move to the other side. So you're going to use the muscles of your back and the back of your neck to lift up. Turn your head the other side and relax it down. And then let your shoulders just melt toward the floor. This feels a lot different on this side. This is something I really need to do more often. Just a nice passive neck stretch through rotation. Check to make sure everything's relaxed. You're not tensing anywhere. And then use the strength of your back and the back of your neck to pick your head up. Bring it back to neutral. Take your hands and slide your arms forward, coming into Sphinx. So my elbows are down on the ground in my forearms. Now this is a back bend. It's a spinal extension, and I want to make sure that's okay for your back. So if that's too much, you just simply slide your hands further forward, which is going to lower your back down to a more moderate spinal extension. But if we can get our elbows directly under our shoulders, that's great. And then we're going to come in and out of a little baby plank. So your knees can stay on the floor, and you just lift your abs up off the mat, and then let your hips drop back down into Sphinx. And you lift your abs up, and you come down. Now you could do this with a complete plank by tucking your toes under, lifting your abs and your legs off the floor, and then coming back down into Sphinx. And lift and lower. Let's get 3 more from the knees or toes, up and down. 2 more. One more. Back to your Sphinx. Hold. The toes can be tucked or flat down on the floor. Now just hold here a few more breaths. If it's getting too intense, again, slide your hands forward, or we can take this into seal. So with seal, I bring my hands closer to the corners of my mat and I straighten my arms. Now this is a pretty intense back bend for me, so you can control how high you go by bending your elbows a little bit here. Or you can come back to your Sphinx. Let's take 3 more breaths. Last one. And then we need to do a counter stretch for the back since we've been in extension. So we can slide our hands back underneath our shoulders, press yourself up, and let's take a nice cat pose. Oh, that feels great. Tuck your tailbone. Now adding a little bit of a wrist stretch to this cat, what I want you to do, and Joyce, you can be on your feet, is keep your cat pose, but take your body weight forward and bring it back. So you're adding more flexion to your wrists and taking some body weight into your hands and bringing it back. But I want you to keep the cat stretch. Yep, you can do it standing up with your hands on the chair. Elbows should be soft, not locked out. Last one. And then prepare to come to a stand any way that works for you. So I like just tucking my toes, letting my hips come up in a little small baby down dog, walking my feet to hands or hands to feet, passing through a forward fold, then rolling up to reset the spine. And sometimes it's really nice to compare apples to apples at the end of class. So the very first thing we did a straight back squat and we bent the knees and we came down. Tucked the chin, pulled the shoulder blades back. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm coming down much lower than I initially did the very first time I did this. It's not good or bad. It's just observing what you feel different in your body today. Good. Let's take a nice inhale, circle sweep up. One more forward fold or half lift. See how this one feels as compared to that first one. Then inhale all the way back up. We press the palms together. Bring the thumbs to the heart center as we pause to celebrate our very hard work today. our dedication to the health of our spirit, mind, and body, and to the LisaBug community. All right, so just a reminder, I can't stay to chit chat today, but next Tuesday I will for sure. If you can send me a little message, let me know how you did today. Namaste. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time, guys. Take care. Good job.